Hey, what's up? This is Matt. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about what happened to Thor's transplanted hair. Did he start losing it, or why the hell does it look so thin? Many of you guys reached out to me because of that and wanted to know what do I think. Is he losing it? Does he need another surgery, or what causes that miniaturizing look on the whole top of his head? If you want to find out, make sure you stay tuned. And before we start, as always, this video has been brought to you by GoFiber, which are hair building fibers you can use to mask any thinning or patchy areas on your scalp to make your hair look thicker and better. So make sure you check out the link in the video description below, where you can visit GoFiber, get a free sample of your choice and try them out. See if you like them. So taking a look at this photo is one that some of you guys sent to me. It was done this year in 2022, almost 5 years after his hair transplantation, and we can notice that the whole mid-scalp, frontal third, and even crown partially, they appear as if they would be diffusely thinning. Okay, I actually thought it would look much more fuller because of that dark light on that scalp. It's still looking pretty visible. And this was like late August 2021, and we can notice how that area behind his frontal third is like diffusely thinning, and it's looking pretty patchy actually, especially from this angle right here. Okay, you can notice like he's definitely missing a lot of density and coverage in there, and this may be again a result of him not being on any treatment whatsoever, treatment that could prevent that existing hair from falling out further on the mid-scalp, because the mid-scalp zone has not been transplanted. Okay, if you take a look at the first hair transplantation he has done, and I'm still kind of hearing that newbie misconception about hair transplant, that if you get a transplant, you are somehow saved from further hair loss, and that is of course not true. And people then start thinking that hey, his hair transplant failed because he has obviously more thinning right now, and this is just not true. You always need to be looking at the transplanted zone, and if the hair from that transplanted zone starts thinning and falling out, then obviously it seems like it failed. But if we take a look at his recent video, this one is from like, I don't know, a week ago, we clearly see that he has still enough of that frontal third, or enough hair in his frontal third, and this is again like 70% of that hair in the frontal third is transplanted. So we can still notice the hair is thin. Also, he has a very low skin to hair contrast, which is also kind of playing into his advantage. If he would color that hair on the scalp like dark, like black, let's say, this would look very patchy, very thin, because he has that pale skin, like Scandinavian Viking type of skin shade, and then he also has very light and fair hair. And if he would color it dark, we would see so many more patchy spots in his frontal third, but he has a very favorable skin to hair contrast, and that allows him to cut his transplanted hair also pretty short while still looking pretty okay. Even on this photo, it doesn't look bad. Okay, it still looks like it's uniformly covering the whole frontal third. And one good thing that his hair transplant doctor did was not placing the grafts in super high density on the hairline, because that would have made it look more like that island of densely packed grafts in the front, and then further recession on the mid scalp, and over next and many more years it would just look more and more obvious and unnatural. So it's actually good that he gave him a nice shape to the hairline, but he didn't overly dense pack the grafts in the hairline. So that's what I'm liking about his transplantation. Now, if we take a look at some of his videos from his YouTube channel from like 2 years ago, we can clearly notice that his frontal hairline did look fuller, and more importantly, even that hair on the mid scalp appeared to be definitely fuller looking compared to what it is today. Two main reasons for why Thor's hair is looking thinner right now, including the frontal third, which is again mainly consisting of transplanted hair. So the reason number one obviously is that he cut his hair way shorter here, which is again 2022, compared to how it was here in like 2 years ago. So the hair length is a big deal. on the transplanted hair. The shorter the transplanted hair, you know, the less dense it looks. And if you have a high skin to hair contrast, you should definitely not cut your hair very short after your hair transplant if your goal is to have full head of hair or appearance of full head of hair, if you know. Ideally, you should combine scalp micropigmentation in such cases of high skin to hair contrast. He doesn't need to get SMP. Probably SMP wouldn't even work well on him to make that buzz cut look fuller, because he has, again, a very low skin to hair contrast. His hair, natural hair color, is very light, okay? And unless he like colors his hair as we have seen him doing before, like in here, like is also like 2020, I guess, where he also colored his beard and hair, unless he does that, then he could probably get SMP and make it look even more fuller right here. But even here, we already have started noticing how his mid-scalp was already thinning back in the days. And with that short hair right now, you know, it can look even more obvious, especially when he gets sweaty after training, the hair gets wet. In fact, I have found a footage of this, and you are just looking at it right now, and this is like actual footage from 2022. You can see as if Thor wouldn't even have any hair on top. And that's because, again, the hair is short, the transplanted hair is short, the rest of the hair around is short as well, plus the skin to hair contrast is low, because here he didn't color his hair like he did it here, okay? This is obviously dyed, but here it is not, okay? Here it's looking way more, you know, natural. That's his natural hair color. Even if you take a look at his beard color right here, it's way lighter compared to here, okay? Here it's obviously darkened. So there are two main reasons why it appears to be thinner looking right now. In my opinion, his hair loss on the mid scalp kept on progressing, plus the whole haircut that he has right now is much more shorter, and that kind of exposes the transplanted hair density even more, because the transplanted hair density can never be 100% the same density you once used to have before you have even started losing hair. It's like 50% or 40% of what you used to have, and this can still look full and dense, appear dense, once the hair is longer. But when you cut that hair short like he has here, it will be exposed and it will just look very thinned out. And these are the reasons, these are the main reasons why, again, I think that it looks so thin. He will definitely need another surgery on the mid scalp, and probably even get some coverage on the crown. I think he still should have enough hair in the donor, because the first surgery was like 2,000 to 2,500 grafts, I think. Plus he has a lot of body hair, okay, on his neck, probably even chest, so this could be also utilized. So I think a decent coverage can be definitely achieved with him over the course of his lifetime. So he could definitely get away with another surgery, and his donor has been handled also properly in the first surgery. I never spotted any signs of overharvesting there, so I think he should be fine if he does another surgery from this point on. So I wish him all the best. Looking good, looking leaner than last time, looking like more in shape and healthier, and I like this look on him with his more defined muscles, and obviously also his conditioning in terms of cardio is probably much better right now, since he's training for the event, which is like a boxing event. So I really do like his shape, and I think the hair can be definitely improved upon. That was pretty much it for this video. If you want to consult your situation with me one-on-one, talking about hair loss prevention, hair transplant planning, strategy, which doctor to choose, and so on, evaluating different offers from different clinics, make sure you get on a one-on-one call with me where I can directly assist you and help you out with all that. Looking forward to talk to you in person, and see you next time in another video. Take care.